Hello? I'm back here. I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry. I was updating my blog, or ending my blog, really, I should say. And then I realized I have to close those curtains. But I'm here. I'm here with freshly washed hair. Why are we here an hour earlier than normal? I may change the thumbnail to say starting at 9 a.m. EST because, if I'm waking up at 7 a.m., do I really need 3 hours to do all the other stuff I need to do in the morning? Like finish a book if to do that. Um, Listen to a whole entire podcast episode, or edit a whole entire podcast episode. Um, what's the other things? Take a shower because I wash my hair. I washed my hair in the time since I woke up. My headphones are all wrapped around the cord from my computer. Hi, Tina. Give me a hot second. Put your comment. Outfit is sick. Hello. How's it going? Hi, H. Hi, H. How's it going, bestie? Which one are you going to read today? Are you going to read Trist or are you going to read the sequel to the Ember one today? The way I know what you're reading. The way I know. Also, don't worry, I finished Eclipse this morning very early, despite the fact that I was for a weekend reading vlog that ended yesterday. Well, it was supposed to end yesterday. Listen, I could have done it. I fell asleep at 11 and I had 20 minutes left. But I just fell asleep and I don't know. I didn't ignore your message. I saw it and then I continued to wash my hair. I'm sorry that your dog threw up. Um, but yeah, no. I love how I just fall asleep while listening to audiobooks sometimes, apparently now. I think that's my body's way of telling me that I shouldn't stream for 12 hours straight. But I'm gonna ignore that. I'm plugging my phone. That's what I'm doing right now. I also have to charge my Kindle at some point, but I can do that after the fact. What am I doing? I need to pull up. Le book. Doing pretty good. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm tired, but I'm having a good time doing all the stuff I've been doing. I've been very busy. I've been very busy. My mom thinks I'm just playing video games all day long, but that's beside the point. Turning on the light because makes me look yellow, but uh, the Ember one, okay. It's the morning book. Interesting, dude. Okay. Uh, no, I gotta have a morning book or something where I read for an hour in the morning before I do Twitch stuff. Although I don't think I'm gonna do Twitch until noon tomorrow again because mom's home. I think she wants to do stuff on the computer, so I gotta wait for her. So I might as well I haven't updated my not even my journal, but my planner. That I have a whole entire calendar of every week what I'm supposed to do and all the stuff and what videos are supposed to go up. I haven't updated it in 2 weeks. There's probably a lot of stuff I gotta add in, especially now that I'm doing Twitch and a podcast. I'm crazy. Kaz currently running around the room having a panic attack because of the light shutting off of my phone. You love that. She's chasing it and chirping at it like it's a bug. I love that. I love that for you. Uh, Ivy fell asleep. Well, I came down this morning, and Ivy was asleep on my mom's boyfriend's pillow. I have a picture. Did I send it to H on Instagram, even though I sent it to H on Snapchat, just so that I could show my mom when she comes home? Because I feel like she'll appreciate this. Look at her on the little pillow. Look at her, so cute. And I was like, "Oh, excuse me, mom," and then I gave them kisses. Don't worry. My tummy feels weird. It's fine. I've already read a chapter. Be proud. I'm so proud. Look at you go. Oh, I remember. I was gonna open up the stuff that I need for the actual writing of the podcast. Bessie, when am I gonna send you Fairest in Winter? I forgot I have those on my computer. Loading. Yes, of course I gave her a kiss on the head. She a baby. As you can obviously tell, the word goal is like 750. I was trying to think. I was like, 1,000 would be a dream. Okay, because I haven't read 1,000 in a while since like that time that the power and internet and everything went out for a few hours when I was supposed to be doing sprints. That time, yeah. Since then I haven't done it. Since before that because like one, the role I was on kind of died, but two, last week the chapter I wrote was very poetic type writing, which is fine. It just takes more effort to do, right? So like 550-ish words of it took me like multiple hours. Kill me. So like 1,000 would be a dream, but I at least want to do 500 to 750 because I am now introducing a new character. It's gonna be a point of view from a new character that I haven't really figured out how I'm gonna do the point of view of yet. That's also another reason why I need my phone because like I have the inspo photos on here, on Pinterest. But yeah, thank you for believing me. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the only way I could categorize it in my head in a way that made sense. How her character makes sense is like the Doctor from Doctor Who, but like I want her to be more like people oriented. Like, does that make sense? More like he travels around through time and runs into stuff and talks to people and whatnot. But like he doesn't understand people really. It's a big issue. Breaking out the Pinterest board. Yeah, no, when I was doing when she died stuff, I was pulling that out. So I was like, okay, I know I have inspo stuff from that. Yeah, don't worry. Do I even have those shared with you? I may. Hi Dion. But I was like thinking the Doctor, but like badass female, gay, and actually like good with people. And so then for some reason, me saying if the Doctor was played by Kate Blanchett worked for me in my brain at like 11 p.m. I was like, wait a second, that makes sense. Oh, yes, it's a wild Dion. I knew Dion was going to show up. We were talking about this yesterday. What is my hair? What is my hair doing? This is what happens when I wash my hair. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday after she started being a menace. She tried to blow me up with TNTH. She lit a sheep. She dragged a sheep towards me and then lit it on fire in front of me and then gave me the cooked meat from it. I did eat the cooked meat. And then she took away my sign where I was going to say where I was going to build my next building. She was like, nope, and then moved it elsewhere. And a bunch of other things. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the fun time. I'm going to start the first sprint soon because I want to get going. It was really it's crazy. That's really cool. I haven't been here for any of your writings, so I don't know how about any of this. Oh yeah, no, it's a chaos. I'm gonna try to find a way to explain this fast because like when you try to like send out a book to be published, you gotta do this fast and concise and all this stuff. So I'm like, basically, there's two main characters. I realized I made a mistake by making both their nicknames. Like I made their nicknames are Ellie and Allie. So we're gonna go. This is true. Her real name, Ellie's real name is Eloisa, right? The year's like 500, living her life. There's a weird beast in the woods, and so she's like living in a small village, all this stuff. So she is sacrificed. The first chapter is her like being brutally sacrificed, hence the tendons. It like she's basically tortured. She's basically waterboarded at one point. They burn her feet. It's a good time. And then it ends with her dying, and she's like the main character. And that's chapter 1. And then it's just all epilogues because then this guy who was the assistant to the guy who sacrificed her tries to bring her back, but it doesn't work. The spell doesn't work properly. And then there's like 100 years pass. or eventually she starts being worshipped like a god. And then this time traveler who likes to check out these kind of different religions, smaller religions in ye olden days, shows up and is like, "Oh, show me the thing." And then she goes to her and puts her head on her chest. And where I left off, Eloise's eyes opened up and she's like, "Oh!" After 100 years being dead. Oh, she awake now. So yeah, and then Ali is Alistrandra. I think is that how I wrote it down? Yeah, Alistrandra. But I gotta put in. I gotta. As this chapter or this epilogue is her point of view. It's the first time that's her point of view. Like she's been in it for like 2 sentences of waking up Ellie. So I gotta do this stuff where she I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. That's why it's 750, because like I don't know. That's why the goal's like this. Dion being mad checks out. Really, honestly. Helen did clip one of them. I don't know what Carlson was clipping yesterday, but Helen did clip one of them when Dion had left because she got sick of her greenhouse. And so she just came on, saw that there were traders with llamas, killed the llamas so that she could get the leads, and then left. And then came back again. And then I was like, dude, I'll help with the greenhouse. I don't care. And then I did figure out what the issue was, and I did help. The whole entire outside's done now. It's just the inside stuff. Yes, the sacrifice is my favorite part. I'm okay in the head, I swear. Honestly, no. H has read the first chapter. And when I tell you that H was like, ooh, when she gets straight up murdered. She's like, ooh. This child I raised that I didn't raise at all. Yeah, thank you. I try hard. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I gotta write the 2 characters just different enough. Well, not just different enough, but I gotta write them different enough. So that like you can tell them apart when it switches point of views, right? Which is gonna be I think the way I'm gonna do it, because Alistrandra is from the future, right? She's like from the year 4000 something. So like I think the way I'm gonna do it is that when I write her chapters, it's gonna be in my typical normal writing style, which is like more modern, whatnot. Cool. And then when I write Eloise's chapters, because like she is like from the year 500 something, it's gonna be very much more of the writing style I've used so far, which is more not even olden, but like more poetic a little bit, more flowery language and whatnot. So I think that's how I'm gonna have to do it, because otherwise I'm going to kill myself. So yeah. I think that's the plan with the writing styles. This all started because I read a romance book like 2 years ago that had 2 epilogues, and here we are. Rose saved my greenhouse. I was gonna blow up. Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? I'll fix it. It was a pretty easy fix once I figured out what it was. So, there's that. Listen, it's old and be serious. Oh, it is. I don't know. When I went to Lay College, they wouldn't say olden. They would just be like, it's very flowery and poetic whenever I would write like that. Because even though that's not my normal writing style, I do write a lot in that type. If that makes sense. But that's because I write a lot of historical fantasy type stuff. So it makes more sense. All right. To write like that. And so because of that, people were like, it's very flowery and poetic. And I was like, cool, thanks. But I think that will help make this go by faster, because like I think writing by my normal writing style will help. Of course, love a good epilogue, love multiple epilogues. Yeah, no, I don't remember what it was called, but it's like a 5-star. Like I loved it. I think it was like the first book I read in 2021. The Carmela episode. When I read it, I have a book I'm reading right now. that I low-key plan to finish either tonight or tomorrow morning. And then I'll start listening to Carmilla and start taking my notes for my reread, right? But yeah, no, I don't remember what book it was, but like I really liked it. It's like the first book I read of that year. And I had 2 epilogues, and I was like, that's so weird. It's the first time I had ever experienced that. That I was talking to my friends, and I was like, what is happening here? And they were like, imagine a book that was all epilogues. And then this whole idea happened. So it's been a thing since 2021 in this monster of a brain. It's been a lot of research because it's like through time. So I have to do like research about like the plague and the witch trials and, you know, fun times. They're going to be on the Titanic at one point. I'm very what happens when you have a time travel and an immortal on the Titanic? There's going to be cults. It's going to be a good time. I listen, you've already read it twice. You don't need to reread it. I want to reread it because I want to, on top of just saying constantly that she wants to bite a titty, let her bite a titty. You know, my constant joke about that book. I also want to like actually, because like I also recognize the actual literary importance and themes throughout that book. And so I want to be able to do both of those. And so in order to do both of those, because my brain automatically goes to the bite titty. My brain automatically goes there. So in order to be able to do this, yeah. Oh yeah. No, they're gonna be on the. There's rich. Yeah. How many? I have a whole thing. Uh. Yeah. There's Vikings. Oh yeah. I forgot the Vikings. There's also pirates. There's a whole entire pirate section. Um. But yeah. No. My brain automatically goes to biting titties. So like, in order to like actually do both sides, I gotta do a reread so that I can like have my thoughts. I'm gonna have like a graph that's gonna be like normal commentary and like thoughts, literary stuff, and then sometimes you just want to bite a titty. Okay, that's what I got out of that book. So you know, you could. I mean, you're already doing for Six Venom right now, so you don't have to worry about it. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's fine. It's not gonna take me that long to read it. Like it's a short book, bestie. It's a short book, so at some point I will do that. I don't know. Should we start the sprints? Yes. Da. Put me in the corner. Do I have the music off? I do. Thank God. I do not need this to be copyrighted. That would not be a fun time. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put these in. I forgot to promote these. You know what? I'll do that while the sprint's going, right? It was or audio was like 4 hours. That's like 2 seconds in the most time. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is very short for me. I won't do it at like 3 times speed like I will normally. I'll probably do 2 times speed so that I can take notes, right? It'll be slower than I watch TV. Like seriously, honestly. Anyway, I'm gonna start the timer. Do I have one? Okay, it is on 1 time speed. So I'll talk to you all in 25 minutes. Give me like 1 second so I can finish this sentence. We don't need to talk about how much I wrote. I'm just gonna Ish, don't tell me to be serious. This isn't me we're talking about. Okay, let's continue. We're just not gonna talk about it. I think using my how I normally write when I'm writing style, it helped because I'm just breezing through this. I don't know. Also, I learned on the program how to add not only like, so I learned the first or second day I did these, how to make it so there's like a daily goal, how much I want to write in average each time I do it, which is about 1,500, which is like never happens, except for that first day. And also how much I want in the book in general. I just said to the typical 50,000, right? But then I learned recently today how to add in a thing to like have a goal for the chapter you're writing. So I currently have the goal set to 750, but like I'm over a third of the way there. Because I'm crazy. I don't know. I'm zooming. As in each cell of it, like the first paragraph, I told what it was. Yeah. The way I'm actually a third of the way there. Sick. 6% need them to be serious. Literally, why? Why is any of this needed? Feel that. I've decided that what point of view is it when it's like talking to the reader type thing, right? For Ali's chapters, because the way I used the wrong character for the notes thing. I also noticed that I can put like notes and synopsis for each chapter. Well, I noticed I could do the synopsis thing the last time I did this because I put in what I wanted to write today for the next week, right? In there. But like there's notes, and so I'm doing that so I don't have to waste paper by writing it down. Look at you watching TikTok. I believe in you. But I've decided that her chapters are going to be based off of like a journal she keeps track of for her like travels through time. Like she travels through time, she's going to write some stuff down, right? So it's going to be based off of that type of thing. So it's talking to the reader more. I'm having a good time with it. Like the two different writing styles I'm doing are very different, which I think is a great idea. Keep, because like I've read books that are like multiple POV, and it's supposed to be like the writing style is supposed to be different for each one type thing. Like I've read those. I've even read those where they're written by two different people. Like one of them each writes one of the people, right? And yet they're so similar. I have to like keep track of who I'm reading the point of view of because I'm like, I don't understand. Like they're so similar, I like lose track. So I have to like look back at the chapter heading and be like, okay, this is this person's chapter. And I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be very obvious that when it's like talking to the reader, very more modern, simple writing style, it's very much Ali. And then when it's like more olden, flowery, poetic, not talking to the reader, like the character's point, maybe not character, but like third point of view, type thing, it is Ellie. Like, I want it to be different, right? I want to be obviously different. So, like, when you're reading it, you can just be like, you don't have to look at back and whatnot. You can just be like, okay. But yeah, that's what's happening. I'm doing good, apparently. If I finish this chapter sooner, I can play Minecraft, right? How's the manga, Dion? That's when you're reading manga. Also, I would like you to know that despite the fact that I haven't started my annotation and reread, it's just sitting here on the desk. So it's just watching me. So looking at me, being like, read me, indicate me, you're supposed to do this. And I'm like, I know, shut up. Hi, Audrey. Chaotic things are happening. How's it going? The break's almost over. Property in Derbyshire. Who bent the cover? It's probably my mom, let's be real. Or me. It doesn't matter. This is my side copy. Okay, next sprint. Bye. Hello. What is why? I think I will reach 1,000 today because something's happening to my brain and I'm actually making things connect with the connecting. That reminds me. I got to write something down. Uh, uh, for coming a watcher. There we go. I got to 625. I don't know how. I don't know what's happening to me. What? Also, I was messaging H during that, and I learned that my vlog that goes up on Saturday is only 23 minutes long, pre-edited. Like, who am I? Usually, it's like 5 times that. Also a dog came in and distracted me for a bit, which was fine. I can type with one-handed. It's just I'm better typer with my left hand, which is odd because I'm right-handed, right? But she scratched me, and my hand hurts now. It's chaotic here too. It's deep cleaning this morning. Fun. I tend to do that Friday or Saturdays, depending whenever my mom works. You and me both. Or you and me both. I'm tired. Also, my shoulders are already starting to hurt. I haven't even done anything except this. But I think it's because of me being like this. I'm gonna have to get my heating pad. I may get that during the next sprint. Because I am in pain. Anyways. We're at 11% of Killer Cupcakes. An interesting title. It was late, but finished the chapter. Read 6%. I'm so proud. Also, I keep checking Amazon every 2 minutes because I have books coming. Yeah, I do that too whenever I get something from Amazon. The way my perceived thought of how long this chapter is going to be, and I'm almost done with that like perceived goal, right? And I'm nowhere's to the point where she wakes her up. I mean, I'm kind of close. Literally is Murderous Cupcakes lol. I love that for you. Yeah, I don't know. I've written a lot. This is a time. Age, what if I sent you this? What? Because like, it's a lot of her background stuff, and whatnot, and it's like been hinted that something happened that shouldn't have happened, and that's why she's going to all this stuff about her past and whatnot. Blah 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 blah. And her going through the program, and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking I could finish it within the next sprint or two. So, like, I guess I'll read afterwards because I don't want to start a new chapter. There's no way I'm going to be able to finish a whole other chapter. And I don't want to end in the middle of a chapter. Right? So, sorry I had a mom thing, but I'm in bed again. But I'm going to start reading on my phone. I believe in you. I may start reading on my computer because, like, I'm going to finish. I want to do 3-hour sprints, but I'm going to finish this within 2 hours of sprinting. Most likely. What is happening to me? Why am I doing good at this? Who let me be good at this thing that I'm doing that I got a college degree in? Cozy Mystery main character of the bakery owns a bakery. I see that, and her ex-fiance dies by eating poison cupcakes. I love that. It sounds like a more fun version of the holidays pop, which I love that. I want that. I would have not minded if that guy actually ate a poison cupcake. The way he was like, "We're not actually broken up. I'm gonna like gatekeep you from being friends with even male characters. Like you can't even be friends with male characters because we're not broken up. I don't care if you broke up with me and said no to my engagement 3 times and all this stuff." 9% until I'm caught up to Jericho. So yeah, you can totally do this. You can if you want. I want someone else to read it to tell me if it's actually good. Because, like, am I having this up in my brain? I don't know. Anyways, next sprint. That's the wrong one. What am I doing? What am I doing? Honestly. Um remember remember when I said maybe 1,000, but like I didn't think it was gonna happen. Um well, 6% again, look at you go. I don't know what's happening. Um and that's with me like getting up and taking a break at one point to get like my heating pad, which I'm currently using to keep my legs warm because I'm wearing shorts in the winter. And all this stuff. But like what is happening here? What when I'm actually doing good at the creative thing that I want to do and I'm just confused. Like what is this shenanigans? I haven't even been doing this for 2 hours yet. Like 2 hours in, I'll have 1,000 words over that. Yeah, I had to change my chapter goal. I had to like add 500 words to like how much I can go over, and I'm gonna add more possibly. I think. Listen, I should not because I don't. The next chapter is going to be switching POV right to Ellie, and that like switching my brain from this writing style to that writing style is not gonna work. um, so I'm gonna like plan out what I want the next chapter to be, right? But I'm not gonna like actively start writing it because my brain won't be able to work. It's just my brain happens to be in this type of writing style today, and it's working out for me. But she's gotten to the point where she's gotten to the village and she's met the elders, and the next night she's going to go to the clearing, uh, to see the worship, how they worship her. But she's getting told the story of the girl, but like the previous chapter talked about a bit about how the story evolved from like them sacrificing her and then oh no, her body like can't be moved. The woods have grown over her. All this stuff. Uh, oh no, what's happening now? To uh, this girl sacrificed herself and to protect us from a beast, and the woods honored her sacrifice by making her a god type thing. Like, um, yeah, I like this one more, but it's still annoying. It be like that sometimes. I really do. But yeah, no, I'm writing the later part of this story, like what they say this is her past, and so I think I think the either the next chapter or the chapter after that, it'll brought up that like no, they lied, they changed the story to make them look like the heroes of some kind. It was not her choice. They straight up murder her. Her mother stood there and watched as she's being tortured and murdered, like all this stuff, like um, and yeah. I also love how it's turned into a conversation about religion and stuff. I love how I'm working out my religious trauma this week. I think I it was not planned, and yet it's happening. But, I'm liking how it's turning out so far. This is only like the fourth chapter, right? Overall, but have a good time. I mean, the last chapter was like really short, so makes sense that I would have another longer one. I mean, the first one was really long. Not that so real, bestie. I'm gonna go write more. Oh yeah, a long break. How can you tell I've been doing this so long? I want to finish this sentence real quick. Um. Uh. Oh, okay. You remember that time when I said like technically my goal for all of these is to do 1,500 every time, but like it rarely happens. Um. Well, she's just come to the point where she sees the body, right? To witness the more shaping her, and she's studying the body as her job entails. Um, and she still has to like wake her up, and I have like 130 words until I reach my like daily goal. What? To like double what I thought this was gonna be. I sometimes my own brain confounds me. I went a little crazy though for a bit there, so I mean it's fine. Uh, sorry, I was watching the dog. Lost track of time. You're good, Audrey. Oh my god, is that another rose? I found one in the wild. Good. Reading Game of Thrones. Enjoy. I think I got around halfway through before I stopped, and that was like 2 years ago. So I have to like start again. Like, would I be fine if I could do where I was? Yeah, probably. Cause like I've watched the show a billion times. It's fine. But like I want to like read it over and whatnot. So I know what's happening. Right? Like I remember where I was with Arya chasing cats and overhearing some information. That's the last thing I remember. Uh Skip the last part because I was talking to my dad. That's fine. Oh, my shoulder. Collectively, during both sprints, read 30% made breakfast, instant broccoli mac and cheese, ooh, and figured out mystery to do with utensils in our house. Oh, you want to figure out ours? I don't know where all our spoons go. I automatically get blamed for it because, like, I was a dirty high schooler. Like I would take my mug into my bedroom with like my tea or coffee, and I'd have a spoon in it, and then I just leave it there for like a week. So everyone just assumes it's me. I'm like, I haven't done that since I was in high school. Calm the fudge down. It's not me. Um, we had a spoon and a butter knife that were in the same set, and we've had for years. The other day, I found a fork that was a part of that set that I've never seen before. Intriguing. I was very curious, so I asked my parents. Apparently, they were in a garage. I never knew about them. Oh, interesting. Also, I plugged in my Kindle. My phone was charged, and my Kindle needs to be charged. I think it was like 50 or something like that when I finished Eclipse this morning. 7%. I believe you. One time I had a couple look in my room long enough to make a mold puck. I think I'm just gonna blame the mentally ill in us. You know, uh, I was 12. I no longer drink milk. I mean, I don't drink milk either, but it's for different reasons. Called my body hates me. Uh, yeah, currently dirty high schooler. My mom comes up to my room and like, we need forks. Give me the forks back. Yeah, I feel like that's every like teenager from like ages 14 to like 17. Because around 18, 17 to 18, I started not doing that. But also that was like around the time that I started like slowly cleaning out my room because I was like, one, knew I was gonna go to college, but two, I knew that when I went to college, they were gonna move my stuff out of my room and move me upstairs. Uh, and then my mom and dad were gonna move into my room because it was technically the bigger bedroom, but when we moved here, my sister and I shared a room, right? So it made sense originally for both of us to be in there, but at that point, it was just me. So it made sense for the two of them to move into there, and then my mom to take my sister to take their room. Uh, because like it's slightly bigger, so she doesn't have to be because she was in the attic. So like makes sense for her to move into the slightly bigger room. They got like a desk in there. That's why I use the desk in there a lot of the time. Um, and then since I was only home, what like 2 3 months total out of the year, I had the attic. And now I just don't leave. Then COVID happened, and I stayed up in the attic forever. Though I did redo up the attic most of the time. I don't like the carpet up there, but like there's nothing I can do about it. I need a proper vacuum for it though. That'd be nice. But yeah, I basically redid all the room stuff, took out everything, deep cleaned everything, took apart half the furniture, got a nice chair, and now I have a nice cute room with a chair to sit in and read books, which sometimes I do actually use for its purpose. But yeah, no, it was like a thing where I would do that. Look at you being at 69%. I'm so proud. Been there many times. Love that. But yeah, no. I'm making Ebi rice. I don't remember the last time I made rice. I don't know if I'm doing right. I'm rice traumatized. Dude, are you making minute rice? And if you're making minute rice, one, I'm pretty sure it says it on the box. And two, you can do it in the microwave. So you don't dirty a pan. You can do it in the microwave. That's what my mom does all the time. She'll just do it in like a measuring cup. So she doesn't have to. Because like a lot of the time when she does rice, she's doing rice, but like it's also going to be added with something else. So it's going to be mixed in. So it's going to cook more in that anyways for like 5 extra minutes. So like why not do all like the pre-cooking in that and then just dump it in there? No, I'm making normal rice. Oh, we're different people. I do minute rice. Tina's the rice maker. So you can ask Tina about tips for rice making. I haven't made rice in forever. That's a lie. I made rice in September when I did those 24-hour sprints for someone's birthday. I don't know who that was. Because I made dinner for me and my mom because her boyfriend was in for surgery, right? And he doesn't like shrimp, so we had shrimp curry, which takes rice. It's on rice, right? So I just did some rice real quick. I used to be the rice maker. I just can't eat it anymore. I can't look at it. I believe in you. I want some yogurt. I want to finish this goddamn chapter so that I can eat some yogurt and maybe edit my vlog. No, there's like half an hour left. I think this is going to be the last sprint. Never mind. I just realized this is going to be the last sprint because I was going to go until noon and it's almost 11:30 and they're 25 minutes long. So yeah, this is going to be the last sprint. I keep trying to overflow and I never have that problem. No, I'm sorry. You know, if only someone was going to be live on Twitch shortly after this. I wonder who that would be. Cough, cough. Anyways, yogurt. I pronounce words weird sometimes. I go yogurt. I also pronounce bagels, bagels, bagels. I go England, land, Canada. I'm crazy. Sometimes I call pizza pizzazz. That reminds me of leftover pizza from the other night. Am I hungry enough to heat some of that up? I have 5 slices left. Normally I only have 4. Normally I leave only half of it, but I like left a good chunk of it because my tummy wasn't feeling good. So like, do I want to eat that yet? Or I can save that for Thursday. Or tomorrow. I may leave it for tomorrow. Not the Age. Age. I guess I gotta do this so we can. I'm leaving the room and I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm leaving you. Please. Last sprint time. Um, Now you may be wondering how far I got. I don't know. I'm doing things with the formatting of the exporting, right? 1,702. You say no, just about 1,000 more than I wanted. It's fine. I have officially reached over 5,000 words total in this whole thing, so we love that for me. My small rice cooker would always try to overflow. The lid would normally stop it not being very full. I squeezed my cat too hard and I woke her up. I do that sometimes with the dogs, so. Our first ever attempt at grooming the doggy, the washing part was easy. The claws were a fail. Yeah, I can imagine. Abby doesn't mind being washed. It's Bella that has an issue. Perfect timing. Thank you. Read nothing and my books got here. Look at you go. 8%. Helen, I love how I end right when you get home from work. Because the stream's done. It's done. I wrote 1,702 words. Almost pages. I mean, unless if you want to watch me try to format this, I guess. It's so complicated. I'm looking it up and it's my hands are so complicated. And really it has no purpose. I'm gonna test it out. I have no clue. What? I don't know. 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 It was fine. She ate the rice and she was happy. I've been here for most of the last sprint. Look at you go. Hi, Helen. Done with the dog eating lunch now and getting ready to go to this huge trash thing and get rid of stuff. So satisfying. Thank you, thank you. One of the characters is making a smart decision and I am rejoicing. Yeah, it is really. Because these. Thank you. Let's hope it says, yeah. Nige was reading. One of them has a literal cult leader vibes. Same in this book. No, not this time. I believe in you. So here's the thing. Here's the issue, right? So the way it auto does the heading and stuff, it says chapter 1, right? Which is fine for the first one, but afterwards it's all epilogues. So like, do I really? And so I had it fixed, but the way that I have to change the formatting based on because I want subheaders at like the first one, second one, and the third one don't need subheaders. But like the afterwards, it's gonna be switching back and forth between POVs. So I do want subheaders of just the character, right? But why would I do that? And also, I would like to put the year in there as well. So it'd be like Alistranja 503 or 603 for the year, right? Maybe the location too. I don't know. Uh, let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna compile it based off of how it auto set it up, and I'll see if this is what I want it to look like, right? Like, Okay, so it goes the chapter. Got it. Cool. 2, epilogue 1. Okay, I don't need that part. It has page breaks where it just says 2. I don't need that part. I don't know. I think I can figure out. Wait a second. So it goes epilogue 2, and then it goes to calling it Allie. How do I make it called epilogue 3 with that header Allie? I guess I could do the dash like I did for the other one. I don't. The way this works is so difficult. I don't understand. I don't understand. Just sometimes I don't understand. Um, did you go to sleep? I have ideas for short stories extra that I could write. I just don't. Yeah, Helen says do it, so you got to do it. This is the rule of the system. I'm sick. By double clicking them. Cool. Did that work better? Yes. Do. This is me actively trying my hardest. What? Why does it do it like this? Like, honestly, test 2. Nope, it still did it. What the hell did I change then? Like, why is it doing like this? Why is it doing like this? Why is it? I believe in you. I don't believe in me. It's so complicated. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, see, Helen needs to read this now. So now you need to write it so that you can send it to Helen. You started it, but you think you want to go around it differently? I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. File, compile. How do I just delete this section? How do I? Font, okay. Compile. Do. What if I unselect this? No, wait, that's the one I want. If I unselect the files that maybe put them in, does that work? Save. Ellen is everyone's biggest fan, for real. I believe you can type. Listen, I can't type half the time. Okay, let's try test 3. Let's see if it adds the weird header or page break things. Oh, it doesn't look like it is. Oh, ooh, ooh. It worked. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now we just got to figure out how I start adding subheaders, but only for select few. Because, like, what the fuck? This structure would work if you have a file containing the novel's title. Each chapter is a single folder, and the text of each chapter is a single file. Yeah, sure. Chapter title, if there is any, as a chapter heading. does this for each chapter. Why is this so difficult? I'm going to end this stream so I can figure this out on my own. I'm not creative, but I will support those I know who are. It's just not a vibe to write on my phone. I think I'd write more if I had options, you know. Why did I not click this? I feel that. Anyways, I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna figure this out while I eat some yogurt and then walk the dogs. And then I will stream on Twitch at some point after that. So like, it's linked below in the description. It's fine in the link tree. But yeah, I'm gonna go figure this out. I've gotten somewheres by best. It's fine. Don't need to talk about it. Yogurt. You have a good day too, Helen. Yogurt. Bye. I'm gonna go cry while I figure this out. Bye.